Hi everyone, thank you for joining us today in this video where we're going to be reacting to another of Jim Jefferies' comedy. This one's titled Jokes That Are Heavier Than Your Neighbour. Interesting title, but this guy is absolutely hilarious. We've done a few of his stuff now. Gun Control 1 and 2, Religion 1. I think there are 3 sections to it, but I'm working my way through it. Maybe you see the religion one before you see this one. I'm not quite sure. Let's see which one comes out first. All right, without any further ado, people, let's go check him out. Come on, let's go.
And then when we have these natural disasters, how do we rectify it as a society? We get a young Swedish girl with a twitchy eye to tell us off. And Greta gets up there and she's like, I should be in school. Now, I know as soon as I mention Greta Thunberg, that's a triggering thing for a lot of women. A lot of women get very upset when a man my age mentions Greta Thunberg. And in your brain right now, a little loop's going on and you're going, how dare you pick on a 16-year-old girl? Who the hell do you...
I was trying to think, who in the heavens is Greta Thunberg? Okay.
Think you are. You know what? You're right. That's wrong. But she's 19 now and I fucking waited. I waited 3 long years to talk about this shit. I can say whatever the fuck I want about a 19-year-old. Here's one for you. I can fuck Greta Thunberg and I've done nothing wrong. And I wouldn't use a condom either, out of respect for her and the environment. Here's the thing about millennials. You're the worst people that have ever lived. You're the worst. You're just a horrible breed of people. And I don't even blame you. It's just the society you're in. You have social media, every single peanut fucking thought that ever came into your head. I'll fucking comment on that. What type of fucking low-rent cunts are you? Like, if you take more than 3 selfies a week, fucking end it. End it. The idea that you think taking a photo of yourself there's something not mentally wrong with it. And it's not just that's bad. That's bad as it is. But the fact that when you take that photo, your next thought is, other people might want to see this. I would love to be gay. I'll tell you why, because I'm a man's man. I like men. Men like me. We like each other. I hate women. Women hate me. We hate each other. The only reason I couldn't be gay is because I could never fuck a man. Because I could never fuck something that I respect.
That's a nice spin right there, isn't it? That's a nice sort of like way to kind of get himself out of there.
That's a good fucking joke, eh? That's a good joke. And people, you mock the bald. You mock bald men. You tease them. It's like the last physical. We can't knock the fat anymore. We can't knock this. We can't knock that. But it's the last physical thing that people just tease people for. Hey, baldy. My friend, someone came up and polished his head at a party with a tea towel. It really hurts. Losing your hair as a man is devastating. Devastating. So you can't joke about it anymore. And I know what you're thinking. I'm a comedian. I should have a thicker skin than this. But no, it's over. You cannot knock or tease male pattern baldness anymore. And these are your rules, not fucking mine. And I'll tell you why. Because one woman once had her baldness mentioned in jest. And you all lost your fucking shit, didn't you? Fuck Jada Pinkett Smith and her bald-ass fucking head. I have zero sympathy. I hope it never grows back. Men aren't allowed to cover their baldness up in any way, and if they do, they're considered a loser by society. If a man has a comb over, as soon as he leaves the room, you all make your little comments. How dare he? How dare he try to look like he has hair like everyone else? Not allowed to wear a wig. If a man wears a wig and he's found out, that's fucking, there's no country you can move to. If a man wears a wig and he's not found out, his entire life is lived in fear. All day he's like this, oh, for fuck's sake. The weatherman said it wouldn't be windy. Yet women are allowed to wear wigs. Women are allowed to wear wigs over their full heads of hair, and they're just having a bit of fun. Wigs for everyone, or wigs for no one. I'll tell you what's evil, right? When I was...
That's quite a movement, isn't it? Wigs for everyone or wigs for no one. That's like a movement, isn't it? Oh, my days, man.
17 years old, I was in a school musical, as you do when you're in high school, you do plays and stuff like that. I was in a school musical and I got the lead role. And my grandmother came down from Queensland to come and see the musical and stay with us. And she was staying in my room and I had to kip out in the fucking living room on the couch. So she's there for a little while and my mum goes, go sing your grandmother a song. And I'm like, you sing her a fucking song. I'm not going to go sing your grandmother a song. I'm not going to sing her a song. And then I hear from my bedroom, is Jim going to sing me a song? And I went, yes, Grandma. You fucking bitch, man. So I walk in there and I go, what song would you like to hear, Grandma? And she said, Stormy Weather. And so I went, don't know why there's no sun up in the sky. And my grandmother looked at me adoringly, as only a grandmother could look at her grandson singing a song. And then I finished the song and I went, there you go, Grandma. That's your song. And I went to walk away, and as I was walking away, my grandmother goes, I'll tell you a story. And I'm like, of course you'll tell me a fucking story. You've never not told me a story. One day I'll get 38 quid and this will all be worthwhile. Right? What's your story, Grandma? She goes, I used to live in this town called Gympie, which is a real town in Queensland. And I lived in Gympie, and there was a showroom, and on a Wednesday they would have local lads who would come and sing in the cabaret bar. And afterwards, there was a singer who sang beautifully, just like you. And afterwards, I got talking to him, he asked me to go for a drive in his car. And he drove me out to the coast, and he laid a blanket down, and we made love under the stars. Now, she's about 84 at this stage, telling her grandson this. I'm there going, that's a great story, Grandma. And she goes, and then as I was laying there with the moon glistening off my naked body, I looked up at him and I said, sing me a song. And he sang me Stormy Weather. That's why she was looking at me adoringly. She wasn't thinking of her grandson singing a song. She was thinking of Johnny fucking Showtime fucking her on the beach. I'd made this woman wet for the first time in 40 odd years. So I'm saying.
Oh my days, what the flip's there? What's making that? What's that?
Transitioning. I like trans people. I often think they shouldn't stop transitioning. Keep going. Transition more. You ever see a trans person and think to yourself, they could do with more? Let me explain.
Oh gosh. See, my headphones, once I make any sort of noise or talk, it pauses.
So then they grow their hair long, they make sure they're clean shaven, right? Then they get the fake tits. Now here is my problem where they don't transition enough. They always get perfect tits. Believe me, they always get perfect tits. And that's not the real female experience. They want to be a real woman, they got to get one titty slightly bigger than the other and a nipple covering one for no reason. You do that, you can play any sport you want, I reckon. I'm actually having a vasectomy on Monday. I had to time it after this. I'm having one on Monday. My wife doesn't want me to get one, but I said, my body, my choice. I see why you guys like throwing that out. That seems like a fun sentence, my body, my choice. I told my dad a couple of weeks ago, I said, oh, Dad, I'm getting a vasectomy. My dad's 81 years old, right? And I said, Dad, I'm getting a vasectomy. And my dad went, don't do it. And I said, why not? And he goes, because most women, not all women, but most women They like to see the cum. And I said, Dad, when you have a vasectomy, you still ejaculate, it just doesn't work anymore. And he went, oh, get one then. That's the fastest I've ever seen anyone change their opinion on fucking anything. He's 81 years old, and all that time he thought blokes with vasectomies were shooting dust out of their dicks. I believe in the term happy wife, happy life. These are words to live by. There's never been a truer sentence in the English language than happy wife, happy life. If your wife is happy, you'll be happy, the kids will be happy, everyone will be happy. It does surprise me, however, that there's no saying that goes the other way. If my wife had a saying, it would be, happy husband, we'll see about that. Or, happy husband, what's he been up to?
Oh my days, man. Oh my days. He's funny. Oh. Yes, that's an interesting one, isn't it? Happy wife, happy life. That's an interesting saying. Yeah, but it's like that with most things, though, isn't it? It's when the focus is about one gender and not the other, isn't it? It's very interesting. Oh my days. The idea of transitioning though and perfection. That's all I'm saying on that one. Oh gosh. Alright. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about that one. He's hilarious. I did one on LGBTQ that he did, which I thought was actually quite hilarious, and some of those clips were in there, so it kind of like it's just kind of brought back that bit. Of course, you can't go through to 2023 or 2022, whatever it is, happened with Jada, Will Smith's wife, without having a pop. And that was a nice sort of like segue, isn't it, into it, when you talk about bold men, and then who snaps into mind? Oh yeah, Jada. they've just etched themselves right in the minds of everyone. Everyone has seen the Oscars. Is it the Oscars or the Grammys? One of them. I think it was the Oscars. For the rest of eternity, everybody now will want to make jokes about them. That's just so funny. Alright, I look forward to reading the comments and seeing the recommendations that you guys are going to give, and also your thought on this one as well. Alright. If you like what we're all about, please like, subscribe, and join our community. And until next time, people, you make sure you look after yourself and you stay safe. It has been Kings. Peace. Bye for now.